Hello everyone, very good morning. Hope you are able to hear me. You're able to see
Good
me.
morning, sir.
Very good morning. Okay, so let's start. So as you know, as we discussed already earlier also, let me give very high level overview. See, our this month's this month's focus is this. As you know, this month's focus was what? Was strong base. Okay, that is the whole objective. Before we move on to more difficult or deep, the objective of this one is strong base. As you know, any competitive exam, I have mentioned many times, for any competitive exam, strong base is very important, right? And in my opinion, your overall base for mathematics comes from this. In my opinion, these are the, you can say, building block, basic building block of. So we started with number system, right? We have done two deep session on number system, because that is the first topic everyone should do. Any class, everyone should take first the number system. So we done number system first. Then I said percentage, very important aspect of any competitive exam, number system, and then percentage. In my opinion, if you see any of my communication anywhere, overall competitive exam depends on how good we do arithmetic. So number system, percentage, profit loss, discount, and ratio and proportion. Whether we like it or not, this has to be super solid. That's why our this month's full objective is how to make a strong base hold, so that when we start in December, the advanced topic of maths, this should be super solid, right? Check if you're not getting voice, just check your audio, please, your headphone. So what I'm saying is, our objective for this month is make a very strong base hold for your maths, and this requires four things: number system, percentage, profit loss, and ratio proportion. We have done the three parts. We have done this a deep. We have done this. We have done this. Today we will talk about ratio, proportion, and partnership. Got it? That is what the focus for this month. And you can take a screenshot, because point is, once you are you are super clear about this four, because everywhere in each of the topic in December, you are going to use percentage, ratio, proportion, how to find profit loss, or maybe number system. Our next month focus would be, see what will we focus for next. It's all logical order. In December, our focus area would be application of basic framework. So whatever we are learning in this month is basic framework, right? Application of basic framework of arithmetic. That is our next month focus in December. In December, we are going to talk all about application of basic framework. Means what? It means it will include this. When you use percentage, obviously, and we use ratio today, we are going to talk about mixture alligation next month, because mixture alligation. We are also going to talk about problem on edges. You get a lot of examples. This is for next month focus. Edges and numbers. You should know how the oral course is designed. We are going to talk about very important time and work in deep. We are going to talk about pipe and cisterns. We are going to talk about speed, distance, time. We're going to talk about boards and stream. This is all the application of the arithmetic. We learn arithmetic now. We'll use those. Then we also talk about averages. So, whatever arithmetic, just I'm asking you to make your percentage, ratio, and number system very strong. So that we will do all of this plus more, depending on how the speed and how we may do more. Maybe CISI will do. This all requires this basic arithmetic. Installments. So our next month will be full of applications of arithmetic. Okay. So I already shared a big document of assignment, practice question, and it will going to be huge slowly, right? Whatever topics you have learned, you are going to get an assignment huge. So keep practicing all the questions. Keep practicing all the, don't leave any question. Fine. So once we done it today, then your whole basic arithmetic framework is done. And then you will make upon this. Fine. Tell me how many of you really started doing the assignment which I gave. There were how many? 150 plus questions. I don't remember, but there are too many questions, right? Have you started doing it? And I'm putting my effort to put answers. You'll get next version today, where you'll get today or tomorrow. Maybe today is too busy day for me. Tomorrow, you'll get this. Have you started doing it? And if you see the whole way I'm taking more time because I'm putting in an order. Okay, this topic, easy question, difficult question, more difficult question. Then second topic. So in order, if you start doing everything, you get a lot of ideas. It's like that whole assignment is a very exclusive assignment. So if you practice that with honesty, believe me, you will have a very good hand on this competitive exam maths. And now we have done only 4 topics. As you when we do all the 3 months full topics, you have at least 1,000 questions. Solid assignment practice. Correct? That will give you so much edge. So if anybody is not doing it, start doing it from today itself. I sent you already 2 versions every time, and also see the file name. Same file, I am going to append the question in the end, and I am also going to append the answers in the end. So same file, I'll only change the name of version 1, version 2, V1, V2, with that. So keep doing it, keep doing it. Make sure you have to finish those assignment, every question of that. Okay. So that's what I want to tell you before I start today. Now, we talked about percentage. So second, the most important thing in arithmetic is the ratio proportion. Ratio and proportion. What is the ratio and what is ratio proportion? Who will explain me what is ratio, what is proportion? The most important and the most easy topic also, guys. Very easy. Very, very easy topic, but very, very useful. In every part of maths, you are going to use ratio and proportion. What is the ratio? Who will define ratio?
Can I try?
Yes, Mudit.
Ratio of a whole. I know what is ratio. Proportion, I know what it is, but I can't explain it exactly.
So I'm only asking about ratio first. So ratio is?
Part of a whole.
Part of a whole. Part of a whole. Yeah, which is a fraction. Fraction is a part of a whole.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but ratio is a little much more than that. Though we can represent ratio also as fraction, but the objective fraction. So I'm going to tell you 2 simple significance of ratio. Shubhi, do you want to come in? What is ratio?
So ratio is, in simple words, I'll just tell you, sir.
Yes.
In ratio, it can the number which can be used to express one quantity as a fraction of the other ones. For example, 1/4, 2/3. For
Yes. So yes, you can
so
say that.
this is the ratio.
Correct. So ratio. See, listen one thing very carefully, guys. I'm going to mute everybody now. Lot of noise. Everybody going in mute. But listen very, very carefully, because it's not about doing problems, it's not about doing math, it's about understanding the basic meaning of ratio. Why ratio is so important? Because ratio gives you, first of all, ratio is to compare entities. You can compare. It's only a reference. I'll explain all this point. It's not absolute value. Once you understand this, see, it's not about just solving problem ratio. Once you understand, oh, why it's reference, oh, why it's only Reference, not absolute value. When you do problems of word problems of any topic, you will not do mistake. Oh, ratio is given. What does it mean? You will not do, because you understand clearly what a ratio is. Ratio is nothing but method to compare entities. For example, if I say in this our competitive exam class, suppose if I say in our this competitive exam class, I'll say in this class, understand the practical meaning of this ratio. If I say in this class, ratio of boys versus girls is, say, 3:2. It shows so many things to you. First of all, it says, so let's understand, it says ratio boys versus girls respectively. Say boys versus girls. There are 3 or 4 ways I can explain this. So ratio boys versus girls in this class is 3:2. You can say, oh, for every 3 boys, there are 2 girls. Or for every 2 girls, there are 3 boys. First way of defining. For every 3 boys, there are 2 girls. Second way of defining. In whole class, what is share of boys? How much part of whole class consists of boys? So listen very carefully. This is the mistake people do a lot. I am putting a circle. Share of boys. How many parts of boys are there? 3. So 3. Out of how many share total? 3 plus 2, 5. You can say 3/5 of the class is of boys. The share of boys in class is 3/5. Why 3/5? Boys is 3 part. Total parts are 3 plus 2. So you will say 3 plus 2, 5. Out of total 5 parts, 3 share of is boys. Or class consists of 3/5 of boys. Similarly for girls, if I say share of girls, why it's important? Girls, if you see girls part is 2. See here, girls part is 2, okay. 2 part of how many parts? 3 plus 2. No, I am putting so much effort on this because this is what people mistakes. When I do word problem in the end, also, sir, what? How? Believe me, some of you will ask, sir, why you taken 2 there? Why you taken 5 there? Because if you don't pay attention now, you will keep asking those questions. So, other way of saying ratio is, ratios gives you share out of the total class, what share of boys, what share of girls, what share of something, right? Another way of saying, I'll explain one more way of saying. But overall, first understand what is the comparing entities. We are comparing for every 3 boys, there are 2 girls. Now, why I say it's reference? Why I said reference, not absolute value? Anybody? Shubham, Shivam, Paritosh? Why I say it's reference, not absolute value? Because I say in this class, did I tell you how many students are there? No. So can you say when I say ratio is 3:2, there are 3 boys and 2 girls in the class? Can you say that? Does it mean that? No. It never means that number of boys in the class is 3 and number of girls in class is 2. No. It's the ratio only. You are just comparing. It may happen that girls are 20, boys are 30. Then also ratio 3:2. Or boys are 300, girls are 200. Still ratio 3:2. Or boys are 6, girls are 4. Still ratio 3:2. So depending on the total number of students in a class, then only can determine the actual number. So the actual value or absolute value we cannot find. It's only reference. For every 3 boys, 2 girls. I cannot find out from this how many students are there or how many boys are there. I only know if there are 3 boys, then 2 girls are there. Ratio between them or comparison between them. But the moment I'll tell you the total students are, listen carefully, total students are 100, then you will say, yes sir, no we can find. How? Total students are 100. How much I said boys? Boys are 3/5. Boys are 3/5. We already found out, irrespective of number total. So 3/5 of 100 is 60. So I can say out of 100 students, 60 are boys. How many girls are there? So this looks too simple now. But when you see actual word problem, you will forget that. Basic concept of ratio. Girls are 2/5. Girls are 2/5 of total. Girls are 40. And the biggest advantage of ratio is you can verify 60 boys, 40 girls. You add both them, you will get 100 students total. 60 plus 40, 100. Very good. Second thing is you can again verify ratio. 60 boys, 40 girls. If you simplify this, how you simplify? Remove 0, divide both by 2. This becomes 3, becomes 2. See what ratio we got again? 3:2, 3:2. You can verify by total also, you can verify by finding ratios. So ratio 3:2 gives you only comparison. Why it's comparison? See, if I take 100 students as total, my number of boys are 60, number of girls are 40. But if I say no, if I say total students are, listen, why I am saying it is reference, not absolute, not actual quantity. Suppose if I say total students are, say the total students are, say what? 80. Suppose. I can say any number. So now number of boys will be, ratio will remain same. Boys are part 3/5, 3/5 of 80. So 5, 16, 3, 48. 48 boys. So number of boys are 48. See, earlier it was 60. And girls are 2/5, 30. So what it shows to you? So if I say ratio, it doesn't give me the actual quantity. Does it give me actual quantity? No. It gives me only the reference. Because in this case, I am getting 48 and 32. In this case, I am getting 60 and 40. So just by saying 3:2, you cannot say, sir, how many girls are there, how many boys? It's just a reference between the two or relationship between the two. Got it? So ratio is always the reference quantity, not the actual quantity. We use it for compare. Understand? Because the basics are very important. So that is one way of saying. I call it share method. Same thing you can do with another method which will be very, very useful and you should know it. I call it X method. Please understand that. Remove this. X method. X method is boys versus girls. What is the ratio I specified? 3:2, right? And I said, say, reference. So we convert reference into the actual quantity. Take any variable, A, B, C, D, Y, Z. Suppose I take a variable Y. So boys becomes 3Y. Girls becomes 2Y. So I can say number of boys are 3Y. This is not reference. This is the actual quantity because I use the variable Y. So I can say number of boys are 3Y. Number of girls are 2Y. So if I say total 100 students, then I say total students are 3Y plus 2Y, which is 100. Because I know 100 students are there, I know number of boys plus number of girls will be total students. 3Y plus 2Y is 100, or 5Y is 100, or Y is 20. No, Y is not number of students, Y is just the variable. If Y is 20, how many boys will be there? Put value 20 here. Number of boys will be 3 into 20, 60. See, again we got 60 this time also. Girls will be 2Y, 2 into 20, 40. So either we can use the method of share or method of X, whichever you prefer. And also depends, some type of problems are very easy to solve by method of share, like problem on partnership. Use share method. Many questions are very easily solvable by method of XY, like problem on edges, problem on numbers, many ratio problems. So I want everyone to be super solid on both the methods, share method and X method. Now I'm going to do 2 or 3 questions to explain this more. But under basic philosophy, what is ratio and why I say there are 2 methods important? Okay, so let's understand with another example. Suppose if I say in a city, the ratio of people knowing some language, will say suppose, of knowing Hindi, English, ratio of people know English, Hindi, what other language, any language. English, Hindi, say Tamil, and say Telugu, just for example. Dogri, okay. So the city ratio of people knowing is 1:2:3:4, respectively. If I ask you how many people know English, can you find out? Just say yes or no. If I say in this city, how many people know English, can you find out or not? Tell me, everybody. If I say in a city, ratio of people knowing Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu is 1:2:3:4. Can you find out how many people are knowing English? We cannot, because it's just a reference. How we know unless we know the exactly hereum? We need to know total number of people, because ratio only gives you the reference. What reference it give me? Okay, I'll just change it to, because I want simple letter. Say Dogri. Just because I want to use single letter only. So I can say H, E, T, D. The ratio is given as 1:2:3:4. That is given already. Now, if I have to find out how many people know Hindi, how many know English, how many know Tamil, how many know Dogri, I need to know total people. Now, if I say, listen carefully, in a city of total, you can say 10 lakhs. Now, total people in the city are 10 lakhs. Now if I want to know how many people know Hindi, so Hindi's ratio is what is the Hindi share? Only one part. So one part. By how many total parts are there? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. So one part out of total 10 parts. 1/10 of total. 1/10 of total is people who know Hindi. That's it. When I say 1/10 of 10 lakhs, 1 lakh. Right? It's such a easy thing. If I ask you question, simple question, how many people okay, I'll change a different way. Number of people who know, number of people will say Tamil. Number of people knowing Tamil. See, don't worry about answer. Is how much more than number of people. Understand the significance? Number of people knowing Hindi, for example. So we'll not calculate the actual number. We'll know what is number of people knowing Tamil, 3 parts. How many people know Hindi? 1 part. We need to find how many more. The difference is 2 part. 3 minus 1, 2 part. 2 part is the difference. So we can say 2 by 10. 2/10. Wait, Daman and Mudit, wait. I'm not asking answer. My whole objective is to give you the reference, everybody. See, what is the method? What is the meaning of ratio? When we are saying we don't have to calculate actual numbers. I don't want anyone to waste actual numbers time. In point is how to reference. We want to know how much know Tamil more than Hindi. Tamil is 3 parts, Hindi is 1 part. Don't go by actual number of 3 lakh and 1 lakh. The reference is 3 minus 1. 2 parts are more. For how many parts? 1 plus 2 plus 3, 4, 10 parts. So 2 tenths are more. Or whatever total number. So total number I gave is 10 lakh. So 10 lakh. Tomorrow I change this to 40 lakh. 40 lakh. That's it. Understood, everybody? If I again change this, if I change the number of people knowing English or Dogri or Hindi is how much more than people knowing Tamil. So again we will not calculate all. What we need is parts. English 4 parts. English 2 parts. Dogri 4 parts, 6 plus Hindi 1, 7 parts. Minus how many people know Tamil? 3 parts. 7 minus 3. So 4 parts are more. So we can say 4 tenths. That's it. So let's look at the parts, guys. Don't worry about actual number. Go to part. 4 out of 10. So 4 tenths. So 4 tenths or 40 lakh or 10 lakh. That's it. Getting everybody? How to handle this? What is ratio? How to use the ratio? Concept is clear? Let's solve a very, very basic problem. This time I want you to write answers, okay? This time I want you to write answers. Rupees 40,000 needs to be divided among A, B, C, D and E in ratio 2:1:3:2. Okay, respectively. Rupees 40,000 needs to be divided among A, B, C, D in the ratio 2:1:3:2:2, respectively. So I'll ask you a few questions. Everybody write answer very quickly because I want to check that concept is clear. You all can do very easily in 5 seconds. How much will C get? First, use share method, use X method, I don't mind. How much C will get? What you have to do here is very simple. You have to write like this. A, B, C, and everything is a mental calculation. A gets 2 part, B gets 1 part of whatever total I give. C gets 3 part, 2 part, and 2 part. Correct? So question is how much C will get? C will get 3 parts out of 2, 3, 6, 8, 10. 3 tenths. 3 tenths of 40K. 12,000. As simple as that. That's it, buddy. You are right, Siddharth. 3 tenths of. That's what I expect from each one of you. If I ask you how much C and E get together, How much C and E get together? So what we're going to do is, how much is C's part? 3 part. How much E part? 2 part. 5 parts. 5 part out of 10. 5 of 10 of 40K. 20K. That's it. If I ask how much B, C, E together, how much B, C get? How much more? Listen carefully. I'm not. How much B, C get together compared to A and D together? Now, why I'm saying this part method is important, because you don't have to calculate actual value. You can do orally all these questions. How much more B, C get together compared to A and D together? What are you going to do? B, C, E together. B is 1 part, C is 3 part, E is 2 part, 6 part. And D together, 2 minus 2 plus 2, 4 part. In fact, only 6 minus 4, 2 parts only. 2 out of it. And that's the point what I'm trying to make here. 8K. No, don't worry about actual number. It's all about how you get reference. Use share method, use X method. Either way, you can do that. Everyone okay on this? If I ask how much less B and D get our A, C, E together, how much less B and D get our A, C together? So again we know B and C get 4 part. A, D, E get 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 parts. So 2 part less. 2 part less, right guys? How much B and D are getting? 1 and 2, 3. How much A, C, E are getting? 7. So 4 part difference. 4/10. 4/10 of 40K. Get it? Is everybody CC now? Right, Shubhi. Simple, easy. Basic of ratios. Let's do couple of questions before we move on to concept number 2. Okay, before that, I want to tell you one more concept. Then we'll solve that question. Okay, because I want you to understand one more concept. Compound ratio. Compound ratio. Or equivalent ratio. Compound ratio. For example, what is compound ratio? When you combine ratios, like suppose A is to B is 2 is to 3. Suppose B is to C is suppose 4 is to 5. Suppose, we don't know, but suppose. Now what a combined ratio means? Compound ratio means you combine A, B, C together. A, B, we use lot in our questions. Compound ratio means join AB ratio with BC ratio to make A is to B is to C. Compound. So in fact, what we are doing? We are joining this ratio with this ratio. So whenever you join that, who is the middle point or middle entity? B. B is the middle entity, right? Simple method. Make both of these B as same. Make both the center point as same. How you make both the B as same? Here B is 3, here B is 4. Very simple. Multiply this ratio with 4. So B become 12, right? Multiply this ratio with 3. So B will become 12. Right. But Pandya, I am not going to use those technical terms because it's not our LCM. Idea is make both the B's together same. That's it. LCM is the way. But make both the, listen carefully everybody. Make both the B value as same. That is your objective. Whichever way you can do. So I say multiply with 4 the first ratio and multiply 3 second ratio. So start. I start writing here. A is to B. A is 2. Multiply with 4. 8. B is 3. Multiply 4. 12. Second ratio was B is to C. I multiply second ratio with 3 and I multiply the whole ratio, not only B, with 3. 4 into 3, 12. 5 into 3, 50. Do you see now value of B are same, right? So now we can combine and we can combine both. How much is A? 8. A is 8. How much is B? 12. Any 12. You can take any one 12. 12. Again I am telling you philosophy. Solving is very easy. C is 15. 15. So I can say A is to B is to C is. See, I am telling you a very, very simplest term. Some people will finding it very easy because they know it, but somebody who doesn't, who is confusion, you will know it's a compound ratio. So I combine A is to B and B is to C is to A is to B is to C. What is the main point? Make both the B's as same. That is the only objective. Understood? We'll do 1 or 2 problems on this and then we'll move on to oral problem. Clear? How to make compound ratio, equivalent ratio? Just make both the B's value same, whichever way. I multiply with 4. You multiply something else. That's it. For example, try one question. If I say A is to B is 4 is to 3. If I say C is to B is 2 is to 7. Can you find out compound ratio, everyone, please quickly? Very quickly. Every one of you, please. And by today, when ratio should be clear, we should move on to the applications next week. Okay? Right? Quickly. And everyone should get it. It's not about one person. Everyone should get it. Then only the success. A is to B. B is to C. A is to B is given as 4 is to 3. B is to C reverse. I said C is to B. So 7 is to 2. Now we'll check. This B has to be same. This B has to be same. So multiply first ratio with 7. So B will become 21. Multiply this with 3, become 21. So I can write my A becomes 7 into 4, 28. B becomes 7 21. Here B becomes 21. 6. So I can say A is to B is to C is 28 with 21 with 6. Any confusion? Too easy, right? Too easy. These all useful in your future questions. Simple, very simple. Everyone okay on this? 28, 21, 6. That's it. Good. GTG. Next. One last question on this. A is to B is 2 is to 3. C is to B is 1 is to 4. And C is to D is 5 is to 3. Can you find the compound ratio A is to B is to C is to D? Everyone, please. Compound ratio A is to B is to C is to D. Everyone, please find out. Everyone should try quickly, please. Everyone means everyone should get it, okay? Fast. So A is to B is 2 is to 3. First we combine A is to B with B is to C, not together. So B is to C is 4 is to 1, reverse. Be very careful about it. So what will I do? I'll multiply the first ratio with 4. I multiply second ratio with 3. Correct? Because I have to make both the B as same. Start. 4 2 is 8. 4 3 is 12. This become 4 3 is 12. 3 1 is 3. So I can say my A is to B is to C is 8, 12, 3. We got ABC as 8, 12 and 3. Now I will combine ABC with C and D. I can't do directly 5 is to 3. Is the problem now. Here I wanted to make this same. Here I want to make C is the common, right? C is same. Here B was common. So C is 3, C is 5. I multiply this with 5. This with C. That's it. So easy. So my A will become 5 into 8, 40. B will become 12 into 5, 60. C will become 3 into 5, 15. Again, C will become 5 into 15. I am combining it, and then 3 into 3, 9. So my final answer is 40, 60, 59. Tell me, anybody has any confusion? Tell me, or GTG. Only two options. Quickly tell me. Is anybody any question? That is what I have, the final answer. Anybody any confusion? No, these are the strong basics of ratio, because we are going to use in our questions. All good, everyone? Let's try some questions now. Couple of questions on this. Can everybody solve this and fast? I'll wait for 30 seconds and then you will do very quickly. As you know the mode of this class, first half an hour, basic concepts. Next, we start moving to solve some problem, basic concepts. Then we'll go more deep, more deep, more deep, and in the last half an hour, many more difficult questions. Okay? Don't ask me very easy concept thing question in the last. No. So that is a justice to everyone. Easy to hard. Okay? No one got yet? I'll solve this. Next you will solve. Okay? It's too easy. Too easy, guys. Some of you will get it definitely, but I want everyone to get it. So Shivam got some answer. A is to B is to C. What it says? A get thrice as much as B. Thrice as much as C. Suppose if B gets 1, how much A will get? 3 times, right? So 3. You can assume any value. So if B gets 1, A will get 3 times. So 3. It says C has 1/3 as my B. If B gets 1, C get only 1/3. Now to simplify, I multiply the whole ratio with 3. So this becomes 9, this becomes 3, this becomes 1. So ratio ABC is 9 is to 3 is to 1. What we need? A share. By the way, by the time now you all will know what is A share. What is B share? How to find, you know, right? A share is 9 part out of 9 plus 10 plus 30. 9/13 of 5395. That's it. Correct? 13, 4, 52, 53, 52, 19, 13, 1, 19, 30, 65. 9 into 4, 1, 5, whatever you get. Was it difficult, guys? Only 4 or 5 people got it. I'm not very happy. I'm not happy at all. See, this is the total amount. We'll worry in the end. A gets thrice as much as B. I assume B as 1. So he will get 3 times, right? C get 1/3 as B. If B gets 1, C will get 1/3. Obviously 1/3. No, my ratio is 3:1:1/3. I don't like fraction. So I multiply by 3. Just I multiply by 3 because I remove the fraction. So 3 into 3, 9, 1 into 3. No, if ratio is this, I told you first concept. How is A share? A share is 9 part. 9 part. How many parts? 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 1, 13, 13. So 9 by 13 part of total. That's what I explained when starting today, right? That's it. But let me, where is the problem? It is such an easy question. No, you will do second question, every one of you. I want this time everyone should get it. Everyone means everyone. Okay? And only 30 seconds. Solve this, everyone, please. It's all oral questions, guys. Believe me, oral questions. Keep writing answers. I'll be back in 1 minute, okay? Okay, yeah, too easy, right? Yes, it's too easy. But still, we got only few people. See, so easy. A, B, and C are there. It said divide this much. Okay, we'll see later. A, B, so the A get 1 as C, B get 2.5 times as C. So C is the reference. Let's say C gets 1. How much A gets? 1.5 times. 1.5 times. What is A getting, right? B is getting 2.5 times. 2.5. See, that's the advantage of assuming the numbers which is good for you. I assumed just 1. You know why? I don't want X, Y, Z. I don't want big numbers. C is 1. A is 1.5. Now, if I don't like decimals, multiply everything with 2. So what happens? A becomes 3. B becomes 5. C becomes 2. Done. What we need? B share. Basic concept we discussed so many times today. B share. B is 5 parts. 5 parts. Total parts are 3 plus 5 plus 2, 10. Now I am putting so much focus on this because that is what you need to know in every question. Ratio means this only. 5 by 10 of 913 or half of this. 4, 5, 6, 5. So tell me honestly, was it difficult? It is too easy or not? Too easy or not? 4, 5, 6, 5. It takes hardly 30 seconds, even you do slow. Move on. Let's try this. Is it okay, everyone? Any confusion, tell me on chat quickly. Anybody, any question, just say question or doubt quickly. No answer, I am assuming no doubt. Try this, please. Three numbers ABC are in the ratio given. If sum of this number is this, find the ratio between difference of B and N, difference of C and B. That's it. So now I will solve and you will feel, oh sir, it's a 5-second job. Believe me, you will say, sir, it is 5-second job. Listen every word carefully. No need to write anything. Listen carefully, very carefully. No need to write anything. Everybody just listen now. Stop writing, see what happens. What question asks for? Question asks for ratio. Okay. Ratio between difference of B and A. How much B part is? 15 part. How much A part is? 12 part. What is the difference? 15 part minus 12 part. How much difference? 3 part difference, right? Ratio. Difference of C and B. How many C part? 25. How many B part? 15. What is the difference between these two parts? 10 part difference. You got the answer. 3:10. Tell me, how many seconds it should take? Tell me honestly. How many seconds it should take? 3 seconds, Pandya, right? We just need the ratio. Just do the part. Don't worry about calculating. Don't worry about the 3, 1, 2. We don't need that. Okay? Is it clear? Is any doubt is there? Anyone, any question? No question. I am going to unmute you. We're going to talk about proportion now. Who will explain me what do you mean by proportion? Any one of you. What do you mean by proportion? That's it. Mudit, it is straightforward. Difference between B and A. Difference between B and A is how much? 15 minus 12. 3, right, Mudit? Difference between C and B. How much? 25 minus 15. 10. Ratio. That's it. Okay? Soumya, you want to explain?
Yes, sir. I think in proportion you have relation between ratios. Like you can have not between ratio but between quantities. Like if you have something more or something, you can get more. Like if you buy more things, you will pay more things, and
Okay.
that's The other thing is
there a relation between ratio and proportion?
Maybe I don't really
Okay.
know.
So what you said is right, partly right. Yes, we can find out. But okay, anybody? Shubhi, yes, please.
So proportion is an equation which defines that the two given ratios are equivalent to each other.
Means you believe ratio is required there. Ratio, relationship between ratio is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So correct. So Shubhi, exactly correct. Superb. The proportion is nothing but when we equate two ratios. It is nothing else. It just says suppose one ratio A is to B, second ratio C is to D. If both the ratio values are equal, you can say A, B, C, D are in proportion. As simple as that. Are in continuous proportion. That's it. Right, Rishabh. Exactly same thing Shubhi said. Yes. Proper set two ratios of fractions are equal. Yeah, we'll use word ratio only, no fractions. So when two ratios are equal, we can say those entities are in proportion. For example, if I say my one ratio is 1:2, my another ratio is 5:10. What is 1:2 value? Half, 1/2, right? What is 5:10 means? 5/10, or you simplify half, right? Both the values are equal. So you can say 1, 2, 5 and 10 are in proportion. As simple as that. It is as simple as that. When two ratios are equal, said entities are proportion.
Sir, but I thought that proportion means two different ratios which are equivalent even after simplification.
That's what we are doing. What else we did? We did actually the same thing. Two different ratio. They are equivalent, right? After simplification. We simplified it, right? 5:10 is 1:2.
Yes, sir.
Exactly same thing we did what you said. Right? There are two different ratios. This is one ratio, another ratio. When you simplify, both are equal or equivalent. That's it. Okay? That is what proportion means. Now, why proportion is important? Very important, because there is something called rule of proportion. something called rule of proportion. Rule of proportion is like this. Suppose A, B. Proportion is given by 4 dots. If I say A, B, C, and D are in proportion, then rule of proportion says you multiply the extremes, corner ones, and you multiply the center ones. They will always be equal. I can say product of extremes will always be equal to product of means. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Extreme is A and D will always be equal to B and C, center one. For example, if I tell the ratio again, suppose if I say I have ratio 1:2 proportional to say 3:6. Let's try. Product of extreme 1 into extreme is equal to product of means, center ones. See, 6, right? Golden rule of proportion everywhere. Clear? So how we use it? Very simple. We use it in solving arithmetic problems. But be careful. I'll tell you why you should be careful. Because 2 variations, 2 types of proportion. Very, very careful. 2 types of proportion. First is direct proportion. Second is indirect proportion. Can anybody give me practical life example of direct proportion, please? Any one of you very quickly? Soumya, you were explaining the thing, right? That was the example. Do you want to repeat the practical example of direct proportion? You were saying something, right?
Yes. In direct proportion, if you have something, if you, for example, if you buy chocolate,
Right.
if you buy 5 chocolate, you have to pay more. Like the more you buy, the more you have to pay.
That's it. See the simple practical example? If you buy 1 chocolate, you have to pay less. You have to pay. If you buy more chocolate, more money. More chocolate, more money. Directly proportional. Number of chocolate increase, more money is to pay. The number of chocolate decrease, directly proportional. You can say cost is directly proportional to quantity. Can somebody tell me what is the practical example of indirect proportion now? Siddharth, unmute and tell. If it works.
Can I try, sir?
Yes, please.
Like when
Say
you
the name
invest,
first. Say the name first and then explain.
I am Mudit, and
Yes, Mudit.
first when you invest, you see that you have purchased more money, but there are chances where you can get less.
No.
Less.
Chances are different thing. Chances. We're not talking about chances. We're talking about no. See, it's not about whether chances or not. It's about indirect proportion means, for example, everybody just understand this. Suppose this is one point and you have to go to this point. Okay, Mudit and everybody? Tell me, Mudit, if you go from this point to this point, suppose say speed, say some high speed, it will take less time, correct? It will take less time, right? From point A to B. But if you go with less speed, if you go slow, it will take more time or less time?
It will take more time.
So that is an indirect proportion, because when speed is more, it's taking less time. When speed is less, it's taking more time. Indirectly proportional. In the first
Yes,
case,
sir.
both were increasing. Here, x is reverse of that, 1 by y. That is a practical example. Okay? Direct, indirect. Number of days increases. No, that is okay. This that, but yeah, that is more a experienced one. But point is, it's direct, indirect. X increase, Y increase, Y increase, X increase. Direct. Y increase, X decrease, or Y decrease, X increase. Indirect. Okay, we'll do one question for both. If I say, if 16 books cost rupees, say 7,000, again we can do directly also, but we use the proportion here. Then how much will 25 book cost? What will say? Book 1 versus book 2, proportional to cost 1 versus cost 2. Was it direct proportional or indirect proportion? Everybody, write on chat, D or I. Is it directly proportional or indirect proportion? Books and cost. More books, more cost, right? Direct proportion. So we'll use like this. So how many books? 1? 16. How many books? 2? 25. How much cost? 1? 7,000. How much cost 2? We have to find out. Put product of extreme equal to product of means 16 into C2 will obviously be equal to 25 into 7,000. If to find C2, 25 into 7,000 by 16. No, I'm not going to get the answer, but that's the point of how to use proportion. Directly this. Do this, do this. But if I give another example, here in the right side in green, if 5 men or 5 boys take, say, 24 days to complete a work, then 10 men, we can do orally also, but 10 men will take how many days? So now, is it direct or indirect? It is indirect. Everybody know it is indirect, right? More people will take less time. Agree, everybody? If there are more people, it will take less time. If it is less people, it will take more time. That's it. So it's inverse proportion or indirect proportion. Or we can say M1 with M2. Now see the difference. Time would be T2 with T1, right? 5 men, 10 men. T2 we have to find out. T1 is 24. Do you see the difference? What difference I am doing here? So let's solve first. So T2, so we'll say 5 into 24 will be equal to 10 into T2. So T2 will be 12. So it's not about answer. It's about what is the big difference I did here. The difference lies in here 1 and 2, here 1 and 2. Same direct way I'm saying. Here 1 and 2, here I said 2 and 1. Reversed. See, it reversed 2 and 1. Because it is indirect. So that's why I say be careful. When it's careful, 1:2 is 1:2. Indirect 1:2 is 2:1. Difference. Oh, reverse. Understood, everybody? Daman, that's the whole point I am explaining. Inverse, right? Literally proportion. I said we have to be very careful. Because when number of people increase, time will decrease or increase? Daman. That's why I don't want formula, I want a philosophy. Daman, unmute. When number of person increase from M1 to M2.
Sir, days decrease.
That's why, right?
Okay.
If I put same way, then it is increasing. That's why in direct use the same way, in the direct use reverse way. That's it. Is everyone okay? Understood what is proportion means? Let's solve one question. A wheel of 20 centimeter diameter takes 8 turns to complete certain distance. How many turns how many turns 12 centimeter diameter wheel will take to complete to cover same distance? Now you have to first find out is it direct or indirect, and then you have to apply. That's it. Let's see who does it. And tell me on chat, everyone. Write the answer. First, everybody tell me is it direct or indirect? First, you say that only. Then we'll work on. Everybody say direct or indirect. Some are saying direct, some are indirect. Very nice. Sajna Devi, explain your reason for indirect.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Tell me why it is indirect.
The longer the diameter, it takes smaller the time.
Lesser turns.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shivam, why it is direct? Thank you, Sajna Devi.
Thank you, sir.
Shivam. Everybody understand like this. This is the starting point. This is the end point. So you're going from here. Okay, let's try it. Okay. Daman, explain me why direct. Guys, imagine in the mind, you have this wheel and you have this wheel. Just tell me, who will take more turns to complete this distance? Blue or pink? Who will take more turns to complete? Blue will complete more, take more, right? Because blue is small diameter, more number of turns, right? It's an indirect proportion, right? It's an indirect proportion, right? Mudit, Rishabh, Maitreya, everyone. See, but if it's a big diameter, it will cover more distance, so कम turn लगेंगे ना? This is the diameter. This is the diameter. So it's a indirect proportion. So then it's very easy. No problem. Understood everybody? Solving is very easy then. We'll say diameter 1 versus diameter 2 proportional to T1 T2 or T2 T1. Diameter 1 versus diameter 2, indirect proportion turn 2 versus turn 1. So that's what I said always. First, be very careful about which proportion it is. Diameter 1 is 20. Diameter 2 is 12. Turn 2 we have to find out. Turn 1s are 8. So T2 is nothing but 20 into 8 by 12. Obviously take more turns, right? So whatever it is, I don't mind how much it comes. 160 by 12. Approximately 12, 1, 12, 60, 12, 40, 12, 3, 36, 40, 36 point something, something, right? You have to ask always yourself, will it take more or less? Wheel is small, it will take more turns. If it is taking 8 turns, it will take 30 and quarter, 30 and 1/3 turn. That's it. Is everyone okay on this? It is not 30. Yes. Why it is 30? No. Is okay everyone now? Should be? It's not about answer for this question. It's about the philosophy of using proportion. So be good, right?
Yes, sir, I'm good.
Main point is this, everyone. Mushahid, any question? Everyone okay? See, proportion is all about this. Soumya, good?
Yes, sir.
Is everyone okay on this, right? This is the basic principle. Otherwise, everything is calculation. Whenever we see a question, you see find out direct or indirect. It is indirect, we reverse T2 and T1. Agar direct hota to T1 would have come first, T2 would have come second. That's it. Okay? Move on. Now we are going to do partnership where we are going to use lot of ratio and proportion. Partnership, only one golden rule. You know what is the golden rule? Golden rule is, you know what is partnership? When 2 or more people join together or do a business to earn profit. That's the objective of partnership ideally. So only one rule. Profit is always, again I'm saying, and always, because that is the only point. Shared as per investment ratio. Always we have to share as per investment ratio only. We have to always share the profit in the ratio of investment. That is the only rule. For example, if we say Mudit and Maitreya, there are 2 people, some Mudit and Maitreya, started a business. Mudit invested 1 lakh rupees. Maitreya invested 2 lakhs rupees. After 1 year, again, don't worry about numbers here, worry about what I am saying. Total profit was rupees 30,000. Because what is the philosophy method is too easy to solve any question in the world of partnership. Any question. The question is, after 1 year, total profit was 30,000. How much profit Mudit will get out of 30,000? How much will Maitreya get? And don't write answer. Don't focus there. Focus what I'm writing here. So question is not about this. Question is about how to. So Mudit Maitreya. First we find out how much is the ratio of investment. Mudit invested 1 lakh. Maitreya invested 2 lakh. Period is same. Period is not different. Time period is not mentioned. Time period is same. So 1 lakh, lakh cancel. Ratio is 1:2. So what is share of Mudit in the profit? Remember our basic concept of ratio. Mudit will get one part. One part. Out of how many parts are there? 1 plus 2, 3. Mudit will get 1/3 of total. Whatever is the total. So total profit is 30,000. So 1/3 of 30,000. So Mudit will get 10K. Maitreya's thing is 2 portion. So 2 parts. So 2/3 Maitreya will get. 2/3 of 30K. So Maitreya will get now 20K. Understood? That is how partnership works, basic partnership. This is not done. Now I am going to modify this. Now understand. After 6 months, I am modifying the question. After 6 months, Maitreya withdraw his full investment. Listen very carefully. That is what I want to understand. Basic part was easy. Listen very carefully the question now. Mudit and Maitreya started a business. Mudit invested 1 lakh, Maitreya invested 2 lakhs. After 6 months, Maitreya withdraw his all amount, full amount. But again, after 1 year only, means 1 year from the starting, profit was 30,000. Know how much profit Mudit and Maitreya will share with each other. See now. Mudit invested 1 lakh. Did Mudit withdraw his money? No. Means Mudit kept his money for full 12 months. But Maitreya invested 2 lakhs. But what did Maitreya did? Maitreya withdrew money after 6 months. So it means Maitreya invested only for 6 months, right? So let's see the ratio now. Mudit is 1 into 12, 12. Maitreya is 2 into 6, 12. Or 12:12 means 1:1. So now the ratio investment is 1:1 now. So now the profit sharing will change. So Mudit is 1 part out of, how many total parts are there? 1:1, 1 plus 1, 2, right? Mudit will get half of 30K. Now Mudit will get 15K. Maitreya will get, Maitreya also invested 1 out of 2. See, it's 1 only, right? You also get 15. In both the problems, what we did, we only worry about the most important part is this. Profit is always shared as per investment ratio, nothing else. And when we say investment ratio, we have to take money as well as time into picture. Understood, everybody? Time into picture. We are going to solve 3 problems on this, where we use ratio, proportion as well as partnership concept. Good, clear, simple? Shall we do the questions now? Let's try 2-3 questions quickly. Very easy. Believe me, partnership is one of the easy topic. Let's start. Partnership. Come on. Where are you? Partnership. Okay. We'll start with easy, then medium, and then hard question. 3 questions at least we'll do. Okay. Let's start a very, very easy question. And I want everyone to do it. It's a very easy question. Everybody solve and write the final answer as fast as possible. Okay? As fast as possible. See, once you have this solid concept of percentage, ratio, and number system, believe me, your whole math becomes so easy, so clear. You will see in December next month that in a solving problem, you will use this concept. I will solve now. See, two partners are A and B. A is invested 1200 for 5 months. B invested 750 but only 4 months. Solve. This is 6000. This is 3000. Right? Mudit, please. Mudit, don't write anything else, please. Ratio becomes 2:1, right? When you divide this by 3000, ratio becomes 2:1. That is what we look for, nothing else. Ratio becomes 2:1. So, A share would be 2 parts because A is 2 by total parts 2 plus 1. A we get 2/3. 2/3 of how much? Total profit 450, which is nothing but 300. And B will get 150. That's it. Too easy. I'll move on. Tell me anybody any confusion. I'll quickly move on now. I kept numbers small so easy to calculate. Okay, just try this. Very fast, everyone, please. Not yet. It's easy, guys. Okay, Mani. Okay. Shall I solve or wait? I'm still getting answer for only 4 or 5 people. Why? Not only 5, this time only 3 people. 4. Again, if you are stuck in big calculation, no, you should not. Let's start. A 1500, B 2000, and after 4 months they admit C who contribute 2250. So we only talked about it will be money as well as the time period. So we are taking care of the investment part now. Now it's they started partnership for a year. The total time is 1 year. If you see, A never withdrew the amount, right? It means A has kept for 12 months, right? A never withdrew. So A kept for 12 months. B withdraw his contribution after 9 months. It means B invested for 9 months, right? C was introduced after 4 months only. So how much period of C? 8 months only, right? After 4 months C came. So that's it. So you solve whichever way you want. You can solve like this also. First remove zeros. Don't make it big, make it small. I remove the zeros. Now also I can divide by 5. 30. Divide by 5. 40. Divide by 5. 45. You can do more if you want. I don't mind. We can make it more easy if you want. But, or you directly multiply. 12 into 30, 360. You can divide, multiply whatever you want. 9 into 4, 360. 45 into 8, 360. Or you can say ratio is 1:1:1. Tell me, how is it? Or everybody's ratio is equal. Means all will get equal. A will get 1/3, B will get 1/3, C will get 1/3. So everybody will get 300 each. That's it. It should not take more than 30 seconds, believe me. Unless you stuck in the big calculation unnecessarily. We don't need that. Main point is, this is the main point. Get ratio of investment. Good, everybody. It's good. We can do one more problem, more difficult one now. Let's try one more. You get partnership questions a lot in exam. Try everybody. I'll give you 1 minute and then we'll solve together. Same concept. This looks difficult. It is not difficult. Believe me, it looks difficult. That's it. A and B and C enter into a partnership. A advances. When you say advances, means A is investing. Just assume A is investing 1/4 of total. That's it. Okay. That's the meaning of advances. If you feel. And I want everyone to be present till end of the today. I want to make an announcement. So that everyone should be there, okay? You have to find out how much C will get out of 3, 4, 2, 1. That's it. Siddharth, get a number, actual number. Okay. 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 Okay, I'll solve now. Some people are getting answers, not everyone. This is very carefully. First of all, there are 3 people. So let's say A, B, C. Correct? So we don't know how much total money. We also don't know how much total time. Do we know? We don't know. We have to assume something to make it easy for us, right? So I'll put in the right side something to assume. Say assume 1/4, half. Okay. We can assume anything. We need 1/4 and we need how much? 1/4. We need half of the time, 1/4. So I'm not going to use X, Y, Z. I'm not going to use anything. Say assume the total total is assume total investment is 40 and total time also is 40. You can assume any number 4, 40, 400, 100, X, Y, Z doesn't matter actually. You can assume 4 also. Yes. So let's start now. So I assume 40 is only very easy to you to visualize. It says A advance is 1/4. What is 1/4 of 40? 10, right? For 1/4 of the time. Total time is 40. What is 1/4 of 40? Again 10. So A is done. B advances 1/4 of the capital. Again 1/4 of 40. 10. Half of the time. Total time was 40. So half of time is 20. It's a C remainder of the capital. See, total capital was 40. 10A invested, 10B invested. So what is remaining out of 40? 20 remaining? 20. Into whole time, full time is 40. So how much is this? 10 into 10, 100. 20 to 10, 200. 4 to 8, 800. If remove 0, 1 is to 2 is to 8. It is such a simple thing. Even you don't use any X, Y, Z, you can get. Ratio of investment is 1 is to 2 is to 8. So tell me now, how much C will get? What is share of C? How many parts? 8 parts. Out of how many total parts? 1 plus 2 plus 8, 11. 8 by 11 of total. Solve it, you get 8. 3, 4, 2, 1, 11, 11, 3, 33, 34, 33, 11, 1. 8, 3, 24, 8, 8. That's it. Now tell me, where is the confusion? Ask me, anybody, any confusion? I want everyone to speak. You have 20 people. Shubham, Shivam, Siddharth, Sombia, Shubhi, Rishabh, Ritesh, Paritosh, anybody, Pandya. Where is the confusion? Is there any confusion here? Heram, Lalita, Ashish, Daman, Jyoti. Is there any confusion? Money?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I'm just not getting that why we assume total investment 40 and total time 40.
You assume whatever you want. I assume because it be easy. You assume 4, you assume X, you assume Y. See, ratio and percentage doesn't matter, right?
Sir, even if we'll assume X, so that will not give us problem.
But that will become difficult. It will not be same. It will be same.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying, Subhi, is even you assume X, you'll get
Yes,
the same
sir.
answer. But unless it will become difficult, right? You will say X, then you will say 1 by 4X, then you will say 1 by 2X, correct?
Okay, sir.
That's why you assume now any number. But you know why I use 40? Because it's 1/4.
Okay.
Easy to divide. Ideally, I should assume 4. 4 is more easier than this. 4 is this, 4 is this.
Okay, sir.
So make it easy for you, Shubhi, okay?
Okay, sir.
Anybody else, any question? See, ratio of proportional partnership works on only 3 things I told you. Golden rule of partnership and 2 concepts of ratio. That is what you need in every question. Okay? Partnership is easy. Ratio proportion is easy. I am going to give you very big assignment of all the topics. Percentage, profit, loss, ratio and proportion and partnership. You have to practice a lot. Before my next class on Sunday, I want you to finish everything. I am going to send you in a couple of days updated assignment with these new topics also. Okay? But I can send, but thing is everyone should try. Have you tried last time? Because I sent 150 plus question, I believe. So keep trying all those questions and then you'll get a good practice. Any question, please ask me now. And also one more thing I will tell you now. A simple announcement. As you know, today is last day of this November. From December, new month starts. I'm going to make a new group maybe. So people who has already registered for all the 3 months course, I'll move them anywhere to the new. But people who have not, please do it. I'll put a message. You can register for the next month now and you will be moved. Okay? Next month it will change in terms of I'll change the meeting ID and passwords, and all of you registered, you can join for next month. You know, I only started initially the monthly subscription. I told you it will be 3 months course, but I told you start with the monthly registration and then every month. So now wait, Maitreya, please wait. What I'm saying is, everybody in the group also I'm going to message whichever way you paid last time, whichever way you paid through link or you paid through Paytm or Google Pay, whichever, same amount you can do and confirm your registration for next month. Okay, next 2-3 days. Okay, everybody. So that from December again we start. And December I told already that we are going to do the application of arithmetic now. We are going to do all those topics like mixture and allocations. We are going to do time and work. We are going to do averages. We are going to do modes and streams, speed, distance, time. Whole objective would be to utilize the concept of percentage, ratio, number system into solving those problems. That is what, because arithmetic is the core part of your alphabet exam. Okay. So next month, whole focus will be those. So register. Yes, please tell me now.
So today is the last class.
No, it's not like that. See, this is a continuous course, Mudit Maitreya. You know that. I'll talk to your father. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll talk to your father. So they know that. So it's a 3 months course. First month is over today. So the next month now we start again. Same, nothing will change. Only thing is I may make the new group and everybody will move there. Okay. So register in next 2 days. Don't wait till the last moment. Okay.
Okay.
Any question, anyone? I'll send you on the message also on the WhatsApp group.
I don't have a.
No question then. Thank you, everyone. See you next week, next Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy and keep practice, guys. I'm going to send a big assignment again. Keep practice all the questions, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Siddharth, verbal course. I will, but time. Maybe I have to close one of the batch and then I'll start verbal. Lot of people are asking. I'll do Siddharth when I get time. Thank you. Yes, I know you were asking earlier also. I'll plan something. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.